Hello students, in the last video we learned about the factorization of algebraic expressions. Now if you will go in the market, then we can see the cost of each and everything. If you want to purchase like this pen, marker pen, the cost of this one pen is suppose 20 rupees. And if I want to purchase more pen, then the cost will also increase. Means here the values are changing. The cost of that pen is increasing as the number of pens are increasing. So these changes are there. These changes in maths it is called the variation. It is called variation. Now today we are going to learn the next chapter, chapter number 7, variation. Now in that, just now I had given one example of this pen. I am giving another example. If I will give one project to complete to the students, and if 5 students are completing this project in 10 days, then the same project, if I will increase the number of students, then suppose 10 students are there and 10 students can complete this work, this project in the less days. Or if you increase the speed of any car, then it will require the less time. As the speed is increased, then it is required less time. As the number of students increase, then they require less days to complete that work. And the first example is number of pens and their cost. So these two examples are of different types. These two examples of different types. In the first example, both quantities are increasing, but in the second example, if the number of students increase, then the days required less, means this second quantity is decreasing. So this type of examples are of direct variation and inverse variation. So this direct variation and inverse variation, these are the two parts, two types of the variation. So first is direct and second one is inverse variation. Inverse variation. Now first we will learn about the direct variation and then afterwards inverse variation. So direct variation, in that, now I will give another example. If we want to purchase notebook and the cost of one notebook is or one register is rupees 50, and if you want to purchase 10 registers or 10 notebooks, then the cost will also increase. Now here I am writing this number of books and here cost, which is in rupees. If cost of one notebook is rupees 50, then cost of 3 notebook is rupees 150. As the number of books increase, then the cost will also increase. Now here the cost of suppose 2 notebooks instead of 3, if I want only 2 notebooks, then the cost will be also decreased, that is it becomes rupees 100. So in this way, when one quantity is increasing, then the related quantity is also increasing. This is the example of direct variation. And if we will observe this table, then you will understand here this all these ratios of this both quantity, number of book and cost, this ratio remains constant, means here 1/50 and the second one is 3/150. If you will write in the simplest form or lowest form, then you will get 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, and here 1/50. Again this 1/50 and this 1/50, this ratio is constant. And again here 2/100, this also you will get 2/100. If you write in the lowest form, then it is 1/50 only. Means in the direct variation, ratio of this both quantity remains constant. Similarly, if x and y, these both are the quantities, if x and y are any two quantities, then x varies directly to y. X varies directly to y, means here in mathematical we can write in this way, x varies directly to y, and this sign is called alpha, and we have to read as varies directly. varies directly. X varies directly to y. Now therefore x is equal to k into y, or if you are not understanding this y, you have to take here x upon y is equal to k, where k is constant. K is a constant of proportionality, constant of variation or constant of proportionality, and therefore x is equal to k into y is equation of variation, is the equation of variation. So from this we are understanding here, from this symbol we are understanding in which rate this value of x is increasing, in that rate the value of y is also increasing. Means that's why it is x directly varies to y, and this is the k is constant and x is equal to ky, that is the equation of variation. Now I will take one example here. Suppose now here I have given number of notebooks. Cost of one notebook is rupees 50. Suppose I want 7 notebooks. Suppose I want 7 notebooks. Means here, consider here first. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to, or suppose take x is equal to 2, then y is equal to 100. When x is equal to 7, then y is equal to question mark. We don't know this, so we have to find. So using this direct variation only, we can find the value of y. Therefore we can write number of books, or using this symbol only here in this form only, as we know that here this is the example of direct variation, so we can write x directly varies to y. Therefore x upon y is equal to k. Therefore x means here, x is here 2 and y is equal to 100, which is equal to k. Therefore k is equal to 1 upon 50. K is equal to 1 upon 50. Again we have to substitute this value here. Therefore x is equal to k into y, and therefore when x is equal to 7, so 7 is equal to value of k is 1 upon 50 into y, we have to find the value of y. Therefore 7 into 50 is equal to y. Therefore y is equal to 350 rupees. Means the cost of 7 notebook is rupees 350. In this way we can use this direct variation to solve these sums, and we can find the constant of the variation, and also we can find the equation of variation. I hope you have understood this direct variation, how to solve these sums by this method, and in the next video we will learn about the inverse variation. Thank you, students.